And I'm going to say something. I've never said it before. And this is the truth, Smoothie. I have no reason to lie to you, and God knows I'm telling you the truth. I think all my success and fame, and I've wanted it. I wanted it because I wanted to be loved. That's all. That's the real truth. I wanted people to truly love me, because I never really felt love. I wanted to become such a wonderful performer that I would get love back. And I was hoping I could get love from other people. If I sharpen my craft, maybe people will love me more. I needed someone. That's probably why I had the mannequins, because I felt I needed people, someone, and I was too shy to be around real people. I love them. It's like real babies and kids and people. But it makes me feel like I'm in a room with people.
So you thought if you became a great star, very successful, and loved by the world, your father would love you too?
Mm-hmm.
So you could change him that way?
Mm-hmm. I was hoping I could. And I was hoping I could get love from other people, because I needed it real bad, you know. If there was a Children's Day when I was little, and I looked at my father and say, okay, Daddy, Joseph, what are we going to do today? You know what that would have meant to me? You go, well, you want to go to the movies?
That's great.
That would have meant so much to me, Smooth. He was rough. The way he would beat you was, was hard, Sometimes he'd make you strip nude first. He would oil you down, your whole ritual. He would oil you down. So when the whip of the ironing cord hit you, it would just, and it was just like me dying. And you just whips all over your face, your back, everywhere. And I always hear my mother back, no, Joe, you're going to kill him, no. I would just give up. There was nothing I can do, And I hated him for it. Hated him. And you'd look in the audience, he'd make a face like this. You'd go, oh, I can't mess up, he's going to kill us. It would just scare the bejesus out of you. And he'd be like, everybody's clapping, he'd like looking at you hard, like, don't you mess up, And I'm like, oh, God, I'm in trouble after the show. We'd hear his car coming down the drive. We always drove this big Mercedes, and he drives real slow. Joseph home, quick! Boom, door slam, everybody runs to their room. Like there's sometimes I'd be in bed at night sleeping. It's 12 at night. The door's locked. So I'm giving you 5 seconds. Open, I'm going to kick it down. And he starts kicking it. Boom, kick it, like breaking the door down. Why do you sign that contract today? I go, I don't know. He goes, well, sign it. If you don't sign it, you're in trouble.
So you would sign?
I had to. He was very physical. He'd throw you and hit you hard as he can.
Did you begin to feel that you were like a money-making machine for him?
Yeah. I'll never forget one day he said, you guys ever stop singing, I'll drop you like a hot potato. That's what he said. It hurt me. You don't say that to children. And I never forgot it. We used to say to our mother, we'd say to each other, and I'll never forget this. Janet and myself, I would say, Janet, shut your eyes. She'd go, okay, they're shut. I said, picture Joseph in a coffin. He's dead. Did you feel sorry? She would go, no. That's what we would do to each other as kids. We'd play games like that. She'd go, nope. Just like that. And that's how hateful we were. I go, he's in the coffin. He's dead. Would you feel sad? Are you crying? She goes, nope. Just like that. That's how angry we were with him. And I love him today, but he was hard. I never felt love from him. And he would never hold me or touch me.
And how do you view him today?
I'm scared of my father to this day. My father walked in the room, and God knows I'm telling you the truth, I've fainted in his presence many times. I'll say once, to be honest. I've fainted once. I've thrown up in his presence, because just when he comes in the room, he just aura comes and my stomach starts hurting. I know, I'm in trouble. And now he's so different now. He wants to be a better father. God bless my father, because he did some wonderful things, and he was brilliant. He was a genius. I just wish he had learned that earlier.
Why are you still scared of him?
because the scar is still there. So I'm like an angel in front of him, not scared. One day he said, why are you scared of me? And I couldn't answer. I asked him, Joseph, do you know what you've done? Do you know what you've done to me? Truthfully, I suffered a lot in that way. We could be in a movie, or I could be in a department store and I hear somebody arguing at their child. I break down and cry because it reflects how I was treated when I was little. I cry, I break down at that moment, and I start shaking and I cry. Can't take it. It's hard. My greatest dream that I have left, I've accomplished my dreams with music and all of that, and I love music and entertainment. It's this children's initiative thing that we're doing. Because I don't care about it. I really don't. I don't care about it. I honestly don't. What keeps me going is children. Or else I would seriously, I told you this before, and I swear to God, I mean every word, I would throw in the towel. If it wasn't for children and babies. And that's my real honest, and I've said it before. If it wasn't for children, I would choose death. I mean it with all my heart. Like I say to Princess Paris, you know why I bought you this? They said, because you love me. I said, yes, that's why I bought it. They need to know that.
Do you feel that God gave you a certain healing power?
Yes. I've seen children just shower all over me with love. They want to just touch me and hug me. I've seen them just come to me, just hold on and cry and not let go. And mothers take their babies and put them into my arms, touch my baby and hold them, touch my baby, touch my baby. Every time I talk to him, he's in a better spirit.
And you're healing them, not just speaking.
I know I'm healing. Did I need to, Michael? And then he calls me Dad. I go, well, you better ask your dad if it's okay for you to call me. They said, Dad, is it okay if I call Michael Dad? He said, yes. He said, no problem, whatever you want. Kids always do that. And I always feel that I don't want the parents to get jealous, because it happens sometimes, and it rubs fathers in a strange way, and the kids end up just falling in love with my personality. Sometimes it gets me into trouble, but I'm just there to help. Believing in children, believing in young people, believing that God gave me this for a reason, to help my babies. I see beautiful all children. They're all beautiful to me. They're so beautiful, and I love them all. Deeply. I want to be buried right where there's children. I want to feel safer that way. I want them next to me. I need the spirit. I would love to come back as a child that never grows old, like Peter Pan. The happiness and the joy that I see in the eyes of the children, they save my life, so I want to kick it back. They saved me, Smoothie. I'm not joking. My mother, I don't know anybody like her. She's like a Mother Teresa. Very few people like that. She was pulling out of the market, right? It was a block from my house in Encino. She was in her Mercedes, and this white guy in a car screamed out to her, "Go back to Africa, you just like that. It hurt me so much. From the stories of my brothers and their Rolls Royces, they get out of the car, lock the door. When they come back to the car, they will find a key. Some guy walked by and scrape off all the paint.
This is a black man driving it.
A black man driving a Rolls Royce. I just hate anything to do with, because of the color of a person's skin has nothing to do with the content of their character. Going to my show is like a religious experience, because you come out, you go in one person and you come out a different. So you had Belafonte, you had Sammy, you had Nat King Cole. People love their music, but they didn't get adulation. They didn't get the crying. I was the first one to break the ice, to break the mold where white girls, Scottish girls, Irish girls screaming, I'm in love with you, I want to... And that gave a lot of the white press, they didn't like that. And that's why they started the story. He's weird, he's gay, he sleeps in a hyperbaric chamber, he wants to buy the Elephant Man bones. Anything to turn people against me, they tried their hardest. And I've been an ambassador of goodwill all over the world, spreading this message. Then we do heal the world, children of all nations circling the huge globe. What other singers are singing about sex, and I want to get in a hot tub with you, baby, and rub you all over, and heck, I get battered in the press as the weirdo.
In the press, they wait with knives. Really. Absolutely. They try to shred me apart, because when you're the top-selling artist of all time, the record that's broken, you're the target. I mean, get him down. Get him. You know what I mean?
Why don't you hang out with those people that know all the people?
They love the limelight, and I don't have anything in common. They want to go clubbing. After they want to sit around and drink hard liquor and do marijuana and do all kind of crazy things that I wouldn't do.
I've seen the worst, the nightmare of the human condition, the human soul, of what I would never even think a common man would be capable of behaving such a way.
Anybody else would probably be dead by now, or a junkie or something with what I've been through.
What about jealousy from other stars and things like that? Is there a lot of jealousy?
Absolutely. They admire you and know you're wonderful and great, but they're jealous because they wish they were in your place, wish they were in your shoes. And M is one of them.
Madonna.
She's not a nice. She hasn't been kind.
She's jealous.
Absolutely. She's a woman, and I think that's what bothers her. Women don't screen for other women, and men are too cool to screen for women. Yeah. And I get that. I get the fainting and the adulation and the notoriety that she doesn't. She can't get that. Like a library of books of women who are tied to walls. I left Spanky books. Well, I want to see that. I think she likes shock value. Madonna laid the law down when we went out. I am not going to Disneyland. Okay, that's out. I didn't ask you to go to Disneyland. Okay, we're going to the restaurant. Afterwards, we're going to a strip party. I am not going to a strip party where they cross guys or girls. I am not going there. Just afterwards, she wrote some mean things about me as a friend, and I said that she's a nasty witch. You know, after I was so kind to her. I mean, I told you we were at the table eating, and some little kid came up. Oh my God, Michael Jackson and Madonna. Can we have your autograph? And she was, get out of here, leave us alone. I said, don't you ever talk to children like that. She said, shut up. I said, you shut up. That's how we went. Yeah, that's what I said. But then we went out again, and again, we went to the Academy Awards, and she's not a nice person. She promised me that before we married, that would be the first thing we would do without children. So I was brokenhearted. And I walked around all the time holding these little babies, dolls, and I'd be crying. That's how badly I wanted it, you know. Women can do some things that make guys very unhappy. I've seen it with my brothers. I've seen my brothers crying in tears and pulling the grass out of the lawn out of frustration because of their wives. I've never asked a girl out of my life. They have to ask me. Really? Yes. I can't ask her. When I held Tatum's hand, I was like intensive. It was a magical thing. It was better than kissing her. It was better than anything. I remember we went to this club. I don't go to clubs. It's called The Rock. And we're watching the band. I'm sitting there, and underneath the table, she was holding my hand. I was like, no. She held her hand, and he felt, well, everybody was, I like the way Lady Diana would make her kids wait in line. And you can touch her fingers. And everybody, I thought that was so beautiful. She was good.
You felt an immediate connection with her?
Yeah. I loved her very much. Yeah, she was my type. She was my type. When I went to the Academy Awards with Diana Ross, and this girl walked up to me and said, hi, I'm Brooke Shields. That was one of the loves of my life. I think she loved me because I loved her, you know. And she goes, are you going to the after party? I go, yeah. She goes, good, I'll see you at the park. I'm going, oh my God! And she knows she's all over my room. So we get to the after party. She comes up to me and she goes, will you dance with me? Yes, I would dance with you. Man, we exchanged numbers, and I was up all night singing, spinning around in my room, so happy, you know. It was great. And we dated a lot. We went out a lot. Her pictures were all over my wall, my mirror, everything. You believe
If you were face to face with Hitler, you could even...
Absolutely. Absolutely. He had to have had a lot of yes people around him who were afraid of him. I absolutely could have.
You know, even if you had like an hour with Hitler, you could somehow touch something inside him.
Absolutely. I really believe that. I know I could.
But you really think you could have gotten through to Hitler?
Yes.
By finding the good in him somehow?
Yeah. I think I could have. I really do. I think nobody really talked to him. They'd say brown nosers, but that's what they were. That's what he wanted, that's what they did.
So would you say the best thing that ever happened to the Beatles was the fact that they broke up? That's why they had longevity, because suddenly, kaboom.
Yeah. Marilyn Monroe died young. You get to see her grow old and ugly. I mean, that's the mystery of once they'd be funky and old now and not, you know, you wouldn't care.
So is that an argument, Michael, for you one day to say,
yeah, I would like to some kind of way disappear where people don't see me anymore at some point. And just do my things for children, but not be visual. To disappear is very important.
You want to have a long life?
I think growing old is the ugliest thing. I want to always be youthful and have the energy to run around and play hide and seek, which is one of my favorite games. I saw it on the computer. It made me sick when I saw it.
what?
Like a lizard. It looked like, it was horrible. I don't like it. I never like it. That's why I wish I could never be photographed or seen, and I push myself to go to the things that we go to. I just don't want to look old and start forgetting. I hate to see people grow old. And when the body breaks down and you start to wrinkle, I think it's so bad.
So you want to die before that happens?
I don't want to grow old.
You don't want to die young.
You're asking me an interesting question. You sure you want my answer? I wouldn't eat. Took the spoon and would put it to my mouth.
Really?
When I get really upset or hurt, I don't eat. I go on a food. I just eat. Till I'm unconscious. Then they started doing it intravenously, you know. Because my body breaks down. I won't eat. I pray when I see something that's totally magnificent. How could you not see that and go, wow, and think of God?